Hello everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music. As a musician myself, today is the return of Final Fantasy VI. And we're going to be listening to two songs. Actually, the next video as well is going to have to do with this, so stay tuned. We're going to be listening to two songs. One is A Phantom Train, and the second one is Devil's Lab, otherwise known as Magitech Research Facility. These are requested by Stormfall7, Bunny Tails, and Justin. Very quickly before I get started, and the channels are Game Music Vault and Anime and Sound. Really quick before I get started, for those that don't know, in my latest video of 6, I was listening to Terra's theme, and I decided right there and then I'm going to play 6. I do not have a time, don't ask me, I just said I'll do it. When? Who knows? So, with that being said, this song right here, Phantom Train, this is one of those where, like, being in the, like, FF community for, like, a couple of years now, 2-ish years, I've seen this, like, I don't even know if you call it a meme or something, but I've seen the whole, like, suplexing a train thing. And I've been to a Distant Worlds where I've also seen the footage of it happening. Have no idea what's happening at that moment, context-wise, and I don't know exactly what the music sounds like there. So I'm aware of the Phantom Train, but I know nothing of the Phantom Train, if that makes any sense. So this is my first time actually hearing the Phantom Train. Okay, hope that makes sense. And then Devil's Lab, I know nothing about whatsoever. So we are listening to Final Fantasy VI, Phantom Train. Let's go. Nobumatsu. Oh, we got tracks. I'll let you know if anything sounds familiar or if I've heard it somewhere. Why does it sound so evil? Sounds like trumpets, kind of. This is not where I was expecting this to go. This sounds more like Danny Elfman, Nightmare Before Christmas. I want to say that little dun, 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 sounds kind of familiar, but slow tempo, menacing snare hits. That sounds kind of familiar. Cool though. It sounds whimsical, yet kind of serious. Wow. Oh, here's a question. That was loud. Here's a question. I've actually never thought about this. Was Nobuo also the sound designer as well? So, like, he made that, like, train sound? That's interesting. Because I mean, the sound of the train tracks and then the train horn being completely digitized is pretty impressive. Yeah, I don't know. That was a weird one because, like I said, I feel like I've known some things going into it. For those that don't know, I never played the game. Not yet, obviously. I just mentioned that. But like I said, I played 7, I played 8, I played 9, I played Rebirth, Remake. So once you're around like the community a little bit, you start to kind of hear and see things. And one of the biggest examples was like this suplex train. I was like, what? You know, it sounds so bizarre. And then when I saw Distant Worlds a couple years ago, you know, if you've never been, they have footage of whatever song they're playing. And I had no idea what was going on, but I do remember seeing a train, and I was like, oh, I bet you this is that one scene. And then sure enough, I see someone like suplex a train. Now, the reason I say it sounds familiar is because obviously they played it there at Distant Worlds. I haven't heard it since then, but also Distant Worlds stuff sounds quite different from the original, right? It's just like all horn section, violin, and all that with the conductor. So that's why I said I kind of might have heard that little dun 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 dun. But now that I have the whole context without the visual, right? Not counting the Distant Worlds visual, it's a little confusing, to be honest, because the beginning made sense, right? Like going along. I thought it was gonna go in the direction of Final Fantasy VIII's. I forgot the name of the song, but it's also when you're on the train after you leave Timber. Could be wrong, but it's got that little kind of train-like sound, and you're on a train. But then the song sort of changed into this kind of menacing boss sound, I guess, like something's approaching you, dun dun da da da, and it really slows down the pace. And I wasn't expecting that because when I think train, I think we're moving, something like that. But it was like the complete opposite. So I guess I won't know until I play it, obviously. But yeah, basically I'm just not what I expected as far as the song was going to sound like. Now, mind you, I was paying attention quite a bit because the next video after this, which is kind of a spoiler, I guess, if you don't want to know, but I'm going to be checking out a song from Final Fantasy 14 that is like a callback, I guess, because there's a train in it. So I had to make sure I like memorize some motifs and then catch him over there, hopefully, which I'm assuming is going to happen. Anyways, it's nice to hear finally the meme, I guess. Still don't know why it happens, but I can't wait to find out. So really cool though. I can see how this sounds like. It doesn't sound like a lot of things though. Like it sounds as though it is a very unique melody that gets stuck in your head, or can at least you can remember it for many years. You know, I can envision just like hours from now, dun, dun, da, 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 that kind of thing. Almost kind of waltz-like. Anyways, we move on to the Devil's Lab, otherwise known as Magitech Research Facility. Mind you, if you're still new to these like double reactions, sometimes the songs are connected, sometimes they're not. The only thing connecting them is just the game they came from. So I'm not thinking whatsoever that these two are connected. I'm just listening to 2 songs from Final Fantasy VI. I'm talking a lot in this video. All right, let's go. Devil's Lab. More sound effects. There's a lot of machinery in this lab. 2 things immediately came to mind. Like that. Using machinery as percussion. Whoa. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Nobuo Matsu is using an old school 80s hip hop technique of the boom bap. Boom bap, boom boom bap. Never something I thought I would hear. Oh, this song's all over the place. Warping sounds. A lot of planks and buds. It sounds more like factory than a lab. It's almost like both these songs are like on the comical side. Is sort of like the way this bass sounds. It sounds like it's almost joke-like. I don't know how to explain it. This soundtrack is strange. Just a quick recap if it's been a while. My first introduction to FF6 was Dancing Mad. I started at the very end. And that song is its own planet. I think we can all agree on that. It's its own thing. Evil clown. And then I hear different things here and there. Searching for Friends, Terra, the opera. And I'm sure there's many songs that I'm never even going to get to react to until I play the game. So that's exciting. I always look forward to those as well. And then now we've reached... Oh, and then we had Terra, which I instantly fell in love with. And now we have two songs that I can only best describe as strange. Phantom Train is not what I was expecting from that. Yeah, it was catchy and memorable. Strange, because it was evil sounding and slow. And then we have this one, which... It sounds more... I don't know if adventure... What's the word I'm thinking of? Strange. It's just strange. You know, when I think a lab, I have a very specific sound in my head. I don't know what that is, but it's there. It's more looming and I guess ominous. But this to me sounded more like factory or it definitely sounded like an enclosed room for sure. A bad room to be in. But I don't know, it almost didn't sound like Final Fantasy to me. It's the only way I can describe it. It sounded more like a strange level in like a Earthworm Jim game. You know what I mean? It's got like that over the top cartoony character to it with the warps and the boom bap, which was something crazy. Just stuff sounded like just comical, really. Not bad, just comical and kind of strange. Again, strange. Now, Devil's Lab. It's very specific, right? I'm guessing that's a character's name or something. Two things immediately came to mind, like almost instantly. The first one being the Junkyard from Nier Replicant, which is an amazing song, by the way, but it starts the same. You know, you're in a junkyard, scrap heap, factory thing, but you hear a bunch of metal clinging and tools being used as percussion. I've always liked that. It's almost cheesy, but it's cool, and it's like a cool cheesy. And then there was Mining Melancholy from Donkey Kong Country. I don't know which one. One or two. And both of those songs I love, especially the second one. But also has that, you know, kind of hitting random objects to make percussion thing. I could hear this in Donkey Kong, right? It's kind of that era of 2D kind of. I don't know if Donkey Kong is meant to be taken seriously. Like I kind of see it as Mario, where I'm not saying these games are not to be taken seriously. You know what I mean? But they're like kids games, basically. I know FF6 is not a kids game. Well, I don't know that actually, but I'm assuming. From what I know of FF, they're pretty. I was gonna say serious, but they're not even always serious. They got chocobos and moogles and all that stuff. So I don't know. This video confused me more than anything, you know, because FF6 started so up here as far as like musical prowess, and holy crap, you know, this is a classical masterpiece, to then your normal sounding good songs, to then iconic. But there's like a lot of genres here. We have opera, you know what I mean? So basically what I'm saying is I have no idea what to expect with FF6 whatsoever. The only thing I know is there's an evil clown. And to be honest, I think I know what the ending is. I don't know for sure, don't tell me, but I think I know. The rest of the game I don't know. But if you were to tell me that there's, like, this is what I'm saying. This is me piecing it together throughout the 2 years of hearing this game. Evil clown, towering boss, Western sounding music, evil laboratory, suplexing a train, an opera. It sounds like 6 different video games. You know what I mean? So whenever the day comes that I check this out, I guess I get those answers. But in the meantime, strange, but cool, but strange. Devil's Lab. So say whatever you want to say, but just be wary of spoilers, or say like spoilers ahead and then type. I really appreciate that. I will let you guys know when I play. I have no idea when. I have a lot of stuff to do. So thank you to Stormfall7, Bunny Tails, and Justin. Sorry, True Blink. This game confused me too much. I gotta stop thinking. Thank you to my Patreon members. Thank you to my Platinum members. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Nabuo is a hip-hop legend, apparently. Peace.